And it'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. starting it off. Boy, he and Ohtani, a couple of leadoff guys at the top of these orders. Think about that as you see the stars abound in Miami tonight. But plenty of Japanese fans in the building. Away we go as Yamamoto deals a curveball to start the night. The quarterfinals in Miami are underway between these two countries meeting. It's a 1-0. And Acuna puts a charge into one. Deep right center field. And what a way to start for Acuna. He's done it again. What we talked about, exactly what Omar Lopez talked about when we chatted with him in the pregame, as Michael Garcia fouls one back.
Well, took it to the second pitch, though.
Yeah, not the first one.
You want to know about respect for Ronald at the right center in Lone Depot, which is not easy.
Garcia skies one on the infield to the left side. It will be Okamoto, newly acquired now.
And that's not a terrible pitch, but Acuna Jr. is so strong, stays inside of it, just destroys this ball to right center. Most right-handed hitters, Adam, cannot hit a ball like that to right center. And then if he's
some power in this WBC, he'll take a strike on the corner. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball. A 2-home-run game against Israel earlier in this tournament. A rare multi-homer game. Splitter in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Oh, early. Ball and a strike on Arise, who fouls it away. Play. He's only hit 36 homers in his major league career. 1-2 pitch is in the dirt.
This is where those Luis Arise at bats, you feel like he steps it up when he has Venezuela on the chest with the power.
Waits for a 2-2, and that one came close to clipping him. And runs the count full. If you didn't watch pool play, there is a pitch clock. There is replay. There are pitch limits as well. The pitch limit from pool play to the quarterfinals increases from 65 to 80. Arise bounces one foul. We are expecting.
Every one of these foul balls counts, though. It just is quicker and quicker to get Yamamoto out and get to the bullpen.
This will be the 7th pitch to Arise. Another 3-2. He fouls another one away. He remembers a semifinal loss to Puerto Rico. 3-2 pitch, and Arise skies it again. Backing up is the shortstop Genda, and he's got it for the second out. Suarez takes a strike. A high one at that. And Suarez did not appreciate that call on the high strike from Major League umpire Chris Siegel and Germany, respectively. On the ground to third is grabbed by Okamoto. Rest of the side retired in order, but it was Ronald. 4-0 sweep of Pool D. Some power, to say the least, in the top three of Ohtani, Sato, and Seiya Suzuki of the Chicago Cubs. Suarez faces Ohtani. Lefty on lefty. And Ohtani will take a strike from grand slam against Chinese Taipei. With a breaking ball, and it evens the count at a ball and a strike for Ranger.
Ranger Suarez, that's the numbers with the Phillies. He signed a big free agent. Here's his repertoire. Changeup is a key for him. He sinks the ball excellent. The changeup and the cutter.
2-1 pitch. Ohtani golfs it into right field. And the leadoff men have made an impact, to say the least. We're tied. Electric start in Miami. Here's Teruaki Sato.
Shohei Ohtani says, Ronald Acuna, I see what you did there. I've ever seen out of Shohei Ohtani on a home run. breaking ball. Watch this pimp job. Calm down. Calm down. I'm here. Wow. They're no worse. Well, it's hard to do that if they're leading off the game.
Called strike three. Well placed sinker by Suarez. Sato doesn't like the call, and there's one down. Most important players in this game, both doing their jobs in the leadoff spot. Here's Suzuki. Take ball one inside. Making sure they're on the same page.
Wow.
Suzuki back in. 32 homers for the Cubs last year. Suarez deals, and a breaking ball is line foul.
By the way, Adam, we've done 3 games, you and I, in this WBC. We have 4 leadoff
That's
homers.
right, as well.
We got Eaton, Ramirez, and then the 2 tonight. 4 in 3 games. It's pretty
that's
good.
Right, yeah.
And Aaron Judge was the second.
Oh, that's
hitter.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Second hitter when he didn't lead that off.
Because he wasn't, only because he wasn't leading off that night.
Yeah, we've seen some first inning aggressiveness. I think that a 3-1 pitch to Suzuki is fouled back, especially considering the pitch limits and how important it is to get ahead. Suarez knew it too.
That look tells it all as a pitcher. He didn't even want to turn around and look, but he did. Where the railing were on the field.
Suzuki takes that changeup, such an important pitch for Suarez, and it's ball 4. And aboard with 1 out for Japan. Sox into his 4th season. Another lefty in this lineup takes a strike on the inner corner. The tournament against Korea and Australia. He bounces one up the line foul, and it's 0-2. And a mono. Inside on a slider, it's 1-2. This is the 6th WBC going back to 2006.
Cora yesterday, and he said, we need him to pretend like he's wearing the Japanese uniform when he puts the Red Sox one back on. That's how good he's been in the WBC.
Only average. Kazuma Okamoto is on a 4-year deal with Toronto. He's going to join the Blue Jays this year after 11 years with the Yomiuri Giants. Okamoto will take a major power hitter in the middle of this lineup. There goes the runner. Pitches down and away. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Now, immediately, Zeke to his feet after he slid it hard to the bag.
Goes first move, gets a great jump, and an unbelievable throw by Salvador Perez. Now, the thing is, if Tovar stays on him, he's obviously going to be out. And the last thing on earth we want to see is somebody hurt. But what a jump and a better throw.
Helped off the field. As you said, AJ, that tag looked like it was on the rib of Suzuki prior to him reaching the bag and eventually sliding past it. This is a concern now for Team Japan.
And he's playing center.
Power bat as well. You'd obviously love to have Suzuki out there, but this is a deep Japanese team, as AJ talked about in the open.
I know they weren't going to.
And the excellent numbers he's put together against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He climbs in to lead off the Venezuelan second.
No one would have numbers like that against him.
And Tovar with a charge into one to center, and this one is off the base of the wall. Tovar stays hot. That's why he's a slider and then drills this to center.
This is why he's in the lineup. You said it, Adam. And sometimes the numbers don't make sense. You just see somebody really well. After the first pitch slider, he gets a fastball out over the plate. It just misses his 3rd homer.
Scoring position here in the second for Gleyber Torres, the All-Star with the Tigers.
This game has all the makings for a
Tovar dancing, and Torres takes a close one for ball 2.
One thing Gleyber Torres will not do, if you've watched his career in the big leagues, he doesn't chase a hole.
He's ahead of the count 2-0. And he checks his swing. It's a cutter down the middle for a strike. This winner in the Pacific League is Wakatsuki behind the plate for Yamamoto. Torres takes another one, so he's looked at all 4, and it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch to Torres. Hard to left field. Yoshida turns around and watches it go off the top of the fence. That'll score a run, and Venezuela regains the lead on an RBI double from Torres. He waited it out, H.
These guys ain't messing around, Adam. They are here swinging.
Already 3 extra base hits for the Venezuelans. Still nobody out. Back-to-back doubles to start the inning. And a breaking ball drops in on Willier up that spot for the Japanese. Takes a big cut of that diving splitter.
That's the first splitter that Yamamoto has thrown. That is the typical Yamamoto split finger.
Takes it just off the plate, 1-2. Just for Venezuela is trying to keep his guys sharp against it. Bouncing ball, right side, and foul.
How about that as your hitting coach, Miguel Cabrera? First ballot Hall of Famer, Triple Crown winner. I thought it was hilarious.
He is locked in. Play at second base, and diving back in is Torres. So the shortstop.
It's the old daylight play. They almost got him. Torres gets back.
Breaking ball drops outside. A 6-year-old waits for a 2-2. 3-2.
Now it gets interesting if your plate breaks down.
It's a missing with a curveball high and a walk from Yamamoto. His first. The first 3 batters for Venezuela have reached in the for the 35-year-old Perez. Takes a splitter strike.
I don't think he's going to bunt here, Adam. The Fame catcher hitting 8. That shows you the depth.
Flies one out towards right field. Coming in quickly is Sato. Can play multiple positions for Japan. He makes the grab for the first out. A much-needed one for Yamamoto here in the 9-hitter. Jackson Chourio, the Milwaukee Brewers. Takes a breaking ball strike. He does. Leaning on younger players and younger players. Chourio just turned 22 on Wednesday. Taps it. Yamamoto ahead again of a hitter, 0-2. Trying to put away Chourio. Lays off a high fastball.
Interesting to me with the fastball.
There's the fastball. He gets a swing and miss on it for a strikeout. His first tonight. 2 down here in the second.
But this wasn't a strike. This ball was off the plate. It surprised Chourio. And he beat him.
Here's the man who started it off with some fireworks. Acuna back to the second time up with 2 on and 2 out. And he'll take ball 1. Close pitch. It's in there for a strike. Play at second again. They have been trying to get Torres, and this time it was the second baseman, Maki, who came over. Ball and a strike. Acuna, check swing roller to the right side. Maki covering a lot of ground. He'll throw out. Juarez gets to work with a lead after Team Venezuela's offense puts up a run in the first and the second. Duma Okamoto back in, swings and lines a shot to center field. Jackson Chourio is right there. That'll be the first out on 1 pitch for Suarez. Okamoto was at the plate when Suzuki was cut down. Here's Munetaka Murakami. Now in the American League, signed a 2-year deal with the Chicago White Sox. So another Japanese. Cut that sinker, and it's 1-2.
Well, I'm as excited as anybody to see it a little bit and still keep his power.
Waves and misses. There's that slider tailing away. And Murakami is retired. Here is Shugo Maki. 5 5 straight first pitch strikes dealt by Ranger Suarez. Venezuelan fans wanted our game in Japan a couple of years ago. Goes down this time on that change again. A swing and miss from Suarez. A 10-pitch shutdown, second inning.
What do you see from the approach tonight?
Well, everything when these guys talked before the game today and back in the hotel is working. You know, the approach is there. You know, we
all 4 different pitches and still a home run. What is the approach for the rest of this game against Ohtani?
Torres doing a really good job so far. Changeup is working and hope he can give me a couple more innings too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's both playing and managing and coaching. Michael Garcia strokes one out to left field. Yoshida ranging back at the wall. It's off the fence again. And the Venezuelans are teeing off another extra base hit.
Fastball, or he throws a fastball or makes a small mistake. That's a fastball, and it's a strike, and Michael Garcia does not miss it. Down, a little bit in.
Okamoto comes in at third, as does the first baseman Murakami.
And Adam, can I just say,
as we said, this is the 6th tournament. Nice curve for a strike there. 1-1 to Arise. He's pulled foul, 1-2. USA, Dominican Republic. 2-strike pitch to Arise, and he leans out of the way, 2-2.
We were talking before the game about the game tomorrow night.
Call slightly for Arise. On a 2-2 pitch, and he fights off a breaking ball.
Usually it's the Italians that are caffeinated right there. That woke up Luis Arise, but the time of any game.
3-2 on Arise. Just the amount of all-star appearances, silver sluggers. Arise fouls it away.
Man, if I had to bet, okay. Runner to make sure he misses on the right side.
Bouncing ball to the right side. Maki has it. That'll move the runner over. And on the 49th pitch.
Little things matter.
Infield plays in now. Here is Suarez. First pitch swinging, and Eugenio fouls it away. Suarez waves at a breaking ball. It's 0-2. Another nasty pitch that falls off the table there for you. See the leadoff double. He's at third with 1 out. Suarez susceptible to the strikeout in his major league career. Goes down swinging here.
He does. Another split down and in. Suarez loses his balance right there. Tough at bat. But now Yamamoto's got to face his net.
Tovar against Yamamoto. Ezequiel Tovar making his World Baseball Classic debut this year, just 24 years. Rounds 1 foul, 1-1. So many stories like that. For so many of the, about a decade and a half later, here they are representing their country on the biggest international baseball stage. Runner at third, 2 out. Tovar goes chasing. That is something he does do often. Tovar protects the plate and grounds it foul. Another 1-2. Goes down swinging away from Wakatsuki, but he'll apply the tag and against Ranger Suarez. Takes a strike, 1-1.
That's the pitch right there that makes Ranger Suarez so tough. Usually gets a lot of ground balls when he's right, but he can.
He floats a slider, just lands outside. He's got such a great mix. 6-pitch busted out and gets some swings and misses on it too. Back to a fastball and it's foul. In Tokyo have risen with the sun to watch this game, prepare for it. Japan tries to go 6 for 6 to the semifinals. Been to the semis and payoff pitch to Genda. And he draws a walk. Second walk issued by Suarez, and the leadoff
Intentionally walk Shohei.
Wakatsuki does show bunt. The Japanese catcher pulls back and takes the ball. You see the third baseman in Garcia crashing. After the conference, after Wakatsuki showed bunt, he does it again and lays down a beauty. That is beautiful, fundamental Japanese baseball. 3 homers, 2 steals, 10 RBIs, and then he opened up the quarterfinal with a home run in this contest too. He'll take first base on the intentional walk.
No chance he was going to do that.
Anything wrong? Now 2 aboard for Sato. He swings at the first Suarez offering. This is a power hitter. In fact, this is the Central League emblem yesterday. 40th Suarez pitch is fouled away.
Hitting behind an intentional walk makes you maybe lock in a little bit more, but Ranger Suarez is a tough lefty.
1 out, 3rd inning. And Sato will take a slider ball. Times in the tournament already. Sato will take one in the dirt. Perez is able to knock it down. 5-time Gold Glover with the Kansas City Royals. Suarez.
I think if he gets out of this inning, it might be done for him. There's been some high stress.
Sato lines one fair down the right field line. Genda will come around and score all the way into the corner for Acuna. Otani will stop at third base. An RBI double for Taro Waka.
The question for me is, I thought Shohei could score on this ball. He goes back originally, and then he doesn't get a great jump, and therefore he doesn't score. Infield's in for Venezuela. They got to cut off as possible.
It's Morishita first at bat after he came in for the injured Seiya Suzuki, playing in center field.
Has been mostly sinkers that he's had to throw. He's thrown a few good sliders, but that changeup, which we've come to know him for, he has not been able to command at all.
Morishita bounces it foul, 1-1. Games played, durable one. It's Morishita taken outside on that change. There's another one of those changeups that really hasn't. Angel Serpa loosening as well. Popped up by Morishita. Get out of play, and it's 2-2. He's a Golden Glove winner as well. As we said, you hate to lose Suzuki if your team Japan to step back on a 2-2. And he lifts one deep to left field. Abreu raging back. This ball is gone! And Japan takes the lead. Off the bench, Morishita delivers. Yoshida takes a strike. Due to injury, step up for your country and slam a 3-run shot. Ground ball off the bat of Yoshida, picked up by Torres, and there's the second out of the 3rd inning. Suarez, past 50 pitches, cannot get out of the 3rd. Great big game pitcher, frustrated with this in by the Seattle Mariners. Has to face Okamoto, the 3rd baseman. Shot down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Okamoto on his way to second. All 8 hits in this game are for extra bases. There's Murakami taken high and away. Another one outside from Bizzardo. 2-0 on Murakami.
By the way, we're in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, we got a long way to go, my man. There on a 3-0. He had the green light going with a man at second and 2 out of this tonight. Check on second, and back to the bag goes Okamoto. We asked her it's going to be on the ground to second. Picked up by Torres. And that'll retire the side. On Tuesday night in this thrilling World Baseball Classic. It is still Yoshinobu Yamamoto out there after his offense gives him a 4-run boost in the 3rd.
First pitch out definitely helps his cause.
For the first time, he retires the Venezuelan leadoff man. It's Torres, and now Wilyer Abreu The base is empty and 1 out. And for Dave Roberts. Abreu, he'll take a strike.
I mean, it was the next day.
1-2 pitch, waved on and missed. And out. In the quarterfinals, we weren't expecting more than 65. He may get out of this inning right around 65 or 70 if he gets Perez quickly. Facing the Venezuelan captain, Salvador Perez. And it's a ball and a strike. Fujihara, who's up. Perez leads off that tough curve. Trying to get a strike to put away Perez. Good at bat here from Sal as he takes a splitter low to run it full.
I can't imagine he challenges him with.
Payoff pitch to Perez is fouled back. And who's hit 303 major league home runs. More among Venezuelan-born players. Nasty. Curveball freezes Perez. Yamamoto finishes off 4 innings.
Of the right name.
It's obviously very difficult for Hirokazu Ibata, but the man he turned to, Shota Morishita, came in
For the Venezuela.
is Emmanuel de Jesus. And he pours in a first pitch strike to Shugo Maki, the second baseman. Good game in pool play for this group. It was part of the biggest Venezuela win in pool play of their 3. Out back, and it's still nothing. Popped up by Maki into right. Cunha coming on is there. Stop Gendo, who's walked and scored. Got that lefty out there to contend with
His team because of the lefties in the lineup. But he didn't throw enough strikes. He fell behind a lot of hitters, and he could not.
Had the big blow. That 4-run third. Another foul by Genda. Still fighting him away, and it's 1-2. And he finally gets one through. After he fouled a few away, he bangs one up the middle for a base hit. He's been aboard twice. First non-extra base hit of the game. First single we have in this contest.
What's he doing? What is he doing? A little sinker. He just stays.
You hear a lot about Japanese baseball. Ibata wanted that slug. And in this tournament, they've had it. 3 home runs from Ohtani. A couple from Suzuki, 1 from Morishita tonight. On to Jesus. 3-0. Along with that comes the regal and discipline. Such a wonderful mix.
They figured out how to slug. Because you look at some of their stars that we have over in Major League Baseball now. Ohtani, slug. Suzuki is a slugger. Murakami is supposed to be a slugger when he gets to the White Sox, right? Okamoto is supposed to be a slugger. They've figured out now. They've always played a little different baseball, a little more contact oriented, a little more hitting and running, a little can do it.
These fans that have come from Tokyo, from all over Japan to watch it, they've been loving it. Now,
homer in every ballpark, including the Tokyo Dome. Out, you got to get him out up there. If you throw it down, throws that ball another foot down, that ball might be another homer.
There goes up to start, lowers it down with the cutter, and quickly ahead. 0-2 of Ohtani is to Jesus
with 2 strikes.
It's off 1-2. Before he came to the major leagues. Oof, that was coming up and in, and a defensive swing fights that fastball off.
Adam, you know how you're an amazing baseball player? Besides being able to foul off this fastball up and in, off his nut-take BP, you know you're special.
Oh, what a special pitch. The cutter was nasty from De Jesus to get Ohtani. Still 2 on and 2 out. Fouled away.
Just a filthy cutter, slider, horizontal movement. And it's a big one for Venezuela.
Sato was thinking about swinging. He held back and took a high strike. Two on, two out in the fourth, and a 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball foul. Two. He struck him out. Comes out of this Japanese bullpen. Got a victory already in this tournament under his big job here to deal with Churio and then back to the top with Acuna and Garcia. Sumida at 5'9", 167 pounds. 2-0.
Venezuela.
Churio struck out his first time on a fastball. Take that fastball high, and he's ahead 3-0. Young star for the Milwaukee 20 steal campaigns. Takes all the way a strike.
Coach, one thing is amazing. I played it. Now the Japanese have Yamamoto 97, 98. Even Sumida here, low mid 90s. They figured out. We mentioned the power. They've also figured out a way.
First pitch to Acuna. That was a nasty curveball for a strike. Big swooping breaking ball. Check swing from Acuna. That's how he grounded out back in the second after his first inning homer.
Big center.
Towards third and foul. Baseball until Acuna did it 3 years ago. 0-2 pitch. And he fights off another tough off. As well call it a split change. And it registered as a split, so we'll just go with the trend. Yeah. Everybody has a seventh pitch coming here. Did he hold back? He did not. Dan Iasonia rang him up for the strikeout.
Game and too important of a point in the game for me on a pitch like that to make that call, Adam. So I always thought no one swung.
There's a changeup that just misses to Michael Garcia.
One team hates you.
There's a strike.
Right, because if he calls it no swing and Acuna does something, then Japan's yelling at him.
And now we've seen stranger things. Acuna's cousin Garcia will take another strike. 2-2 pitch. Flipped up into the air and out of play. Tom Verducci, you're very close to Miguel Cabrera. Great stuff, Tom. There's a check over to first base and Churio. This year after a relatively successful spring training run. Just got a piece at Garcia and it banged off of his lower extremity. Stars in these next couple of years. Two-two pitch on the ground foul.
And a ton of them have been in Tokyo Dome.
Number 1 pick.
With Cleveland.
Obviously Bobby Witt Jr. probably towards the top of the list as one of
He's already a star though.
Garcia making it tough on Sumida. His 20th pitch is laced out towards left field. Yoshida's watching it. It is gone. Venezuela's right back in it. Michael Garcia delivers. To cheer for Garcia. Big cut here from Arise. It's 0-2.
You think this doesn't matter? His cousin hitting homers.
Arise reaches out. The rare strikeout from Luis Arise was on as a left-hander to make sure he got through Arise. He gets the strikeout, but gives up the 2-run Michael Garcia homer with Fujihara. He'll face Suarez trying to end this 5th inning. What a difficult assignment for any hitter to have to face in Japan. That's translated into this tournament too.
Now he'll start and he'll just hold it there.
Yeah, so it's the clock ended with 4. It's an extra like 2 seconds on that hold, and he's mixed up the timings too. 3-1 pitch to Suarez, in there for a strike.
He quick pitched him, but he quick pitched him.
Now he had the quick step.
As a hitter, I used to get so much.
Ihara to Suarez, a payoff delivery on the way. It's popped up foul.
And then what you do next?
Location, then add in velocity. Oof, Suarez fouls one off his foot.
And a lot of times when guys have big legs.
We're in Japan in Fujihara. Suarez skies it. Murakami and Wakatsuki are there. It's the catcher Wakatsuki. The big hits, big pitches, and a lot of emotion.
And a lot of fun.
2 balls and a strike on Morishita. It started out in the first inning for both teams, right? Eyes on the line. 3-1 on Morishita.
I believe tonight it's never happened in a major league game.
4-time MVP Ohtani, 1-time MVP Acuna. And Morishita takes a big cut. It's 3-2. It's a rarity to say the least. Payout pitch is fouled, although maybe when you look at the way these lineups are constructed and the players that are playing in this tournament at the top, that'll be tomorrow night from here in Miami. 3-2 pitch. And called strike 3.
Bench watching, he's on a minor league deal with the Tigers. Hey, you punched out Shohei, you punched out Sato, you punched out Morishita, and now you heard of Major League Baseball and those players part of this international stage. 1-1 on Yoshida.
It's en route to the championship for Samurai Japan, as they're known. Typically, teams in Japan were named as that stepped up for their country. Yoshida grounds one to second to Torres. Throw out. 2 down for Okamoto. He takes a strike. Another well-placed pitch. Low strike given to him, but DeJesus gets. Not touch the roof. It's in foul territory. Perez is there, and a strong effort out of the Venezuela. Pitch swinging, Tovar fouls it away. About as many pitches as any pitcher in baseball, and the guy that you caught, Yu Darvish, as they fix the pitch count for Wakatsuki behind the plate.
He got a pitch clock violation.
The only 2 pitchers to win the Sawamura Award for the Nippon Ham Fighter. Deals a 2-1 to Tovar. Just missed outside, 3-1.
Here the Japan bench are getting a little
field. Ito's 3-1. Tovar sends it towards the gap, right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Second hit of the night for Ezequiel Tovar, and his 5th of the tournament. Yeah, we were shocked when we saw one from Japan. This is the first single from Venezuela now, and it's Torres who's got an RBI double tonight with a man aboard and nobody out. Loosening up for the Japanese. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone on the change. All-star campaign a year ago for the gritty Tigers. Behind the plate. There goes the runner. 1-1 pitch, hit and run. And on his way towards third is Tovar. Yoshida will get to it. And it's first and third with nobody out. Action on the base pass for Venezuela. Venezuela the lead. One back. That was the fastball right down the pipe, and that's the one you wanted. 2 balls and a strike. To time this game. Instead, he'll give Venezuela the lead. Gone! A bouncer to third. Grabbed by Okamoto. One away.
It completely flips Abreu. I mean, poor Salvador Perez was kind of anticlimactic. Loved the guy, but he hit a ground ball. You're like, wait, what just happened?
Two balls.
You tried to hit the one out, but then he did.
Churio sends this one deep. This one's playable for Yoshida near the warning track. 2 down. Back to the top for Acuna. He started this game off with fireworks. Abreu's got the latest addition. Big cut from Acuna on a slider, 0-2. Making his World Baseball Classic debut and the biggest swing he may have ever taken in a Venezuelan uniform. Emmanuel De Jesus continues to work in relief. Face Murakami to start off this inning, and 0-1 the count on her meeting at the WBC in international play between these two countries. Started their diplomatic relations in the late 1930s. That obviously stopped in 1-1 pitch to Murakami. He ropes one towards center, towards Churio. For Jose Buteau. Deals to Shugo Maki and pours in a strike on the corner. Split last year with the Mets and the Giants. Is it the changeup? Not there. Second against Suarez. Fastball pushes him back a little bit. 2-2. Tournament where relief pitching can determine the outcome on a lot of nights. Bouncing ball to the left side. Garcia. Got a gold glove in his one.
One thing I will say about the Japanese, they've been through this before. They've come back and won games. Was it Mexico a couple years ago?
Yep.
23 in the semis where everyone thought they were dead. Came back, scored late. They just
needing a rally to do that here tonight. Big cut from Genda, and it's 2-1. The 9 spot first. Little slicer towards short and a leaping grab by Tovar. That ends a 1-2-3 inning. But
when they've got him on, they've scored him 4 times. Leadoff guy.
Garcia's 2-run shot in the 5th made it 5-4 at the time. And the 3-run blow by Abreu. A Venezuela. Ground ball to short. Genda's there. Retires Garcia. So Tani last year hit .292. That's a little bit lower than we have come to expect from Arise, but still led the National League. He waits for a 2-0. The left field line foul. There's another one away. Close pitch on a 2-2. Payoff delivery to Arise, and he bounces it to second for Maki. Sidearms it for the second out. Kind of a half-hearted swing, and strike one. That Venezuelan clubhouse. A clubhouse full of vibes, man. Guys who all have fun, who all bring joy to the game. That's been the mantra for Suarez in all of his major league stops. Solo mucha buenas energías. Good vibes only. Good energy only. It's been so fun to watch for all these teams around the world. Not fun to be at the plate right there against Taniguchi. A 1-2-3-7. A 9-hitter Wakatsuki, but then 2 lefties at the top of the Japanese order are looming in Otani and Sato. Wakatsuki takes a big cut at a fastball. He's had a sacrifice. The 4th appearance of the tournament for Serpa. Pitched in the final 3 games of pool play for Venezuela.
He was the matchup he wanted for Otani. They'd love to face him with 1 out, nobody on, so he can't tie the game no matter what happens.
Started to shift the momentum towards Venezuela. Good pitch on backdoor slider for called strike 3, and Wakatsuki goes down looking. Lefty on lefty. And a first pitch strike with the slider again. Increased flag on that chest protector. The helmet with a two-tone second color on the bill. Just felt like a foul ball. That's what Perez kept intimating. Otani was a strikeout in the fourth. 9 straight retired by Venezuelan pitching. 1-2. First pitch outside. 2-2 delivery. Called strike 3. First and foul, and a chance at a 1-2-3 inning for Serpa out of the pen.
As you look ahead, he doesn't get up again.
Hard hit ball towards short, grabbed by Tovar. What a job by the Venezuelan bullpen. 11 in a row set. Did a strong shortstop as well. Cannot say enough about the Venezuelan bullpen, which has completely settled and shut things
Out twice. One of the question marks about Venezuela coming into this game in this tournament was that bullpen. They're proving us all wrong.
And Tovar's got a 3-hit night working in the quarterfinals. Oh, he's looking for 2. He's getting a big turn. Play at second. He's in. Lead-off double for Venezuela.
On Venezuela's side, and Tovar feels it. He's ultra aggressive on the bases, and he makes it to second for a leadoff double to start off the inning for Venezuela.
1-1. Inside, and it's 2-1.
Tovar's itching to steal third.
Yeah.
He's getting a big lead. The middle infielders for Japan are spread out.
Night. And now he got caught in between second and third, but the throw goes into center field. Tovar will come around and make it 8-5 Venezuela.
Pressure. Pressure, pressure. Things you don't see the team from Japan do very often, make mistakes. But pressure. Pressure's crazy, Adam.
Torres, he swings away, sends it out to right field. Back at the wall, and it's caught. Sato.
The score-out runner, he was in full stride, never slowed down. See the emotion. Acuna, I kind of think he likes this tournament.
Ryu was his shot in the 6th inning.